Hey everybody, your career engineer right here. Today we're going to talk about the power of the vote. Now I know most folks are right now thinking about everything going on with the election, and you should be casting your vote tomorrow at the time of this video. But I'm going to talk about quickly how you need to have the power to vote for you. So don't go anywhere. We're going to get right back with how to cast your career winning vote. So, hey, there's a couple things that all the candidates that's running for all the elections across the country are doing. And there's four things that we need to do as well as we want that vote to get hired, whether you're a career seeker, career changer, or you're an entrepreneur looking to get that first gig. So we're going to get into 4 points of that in a moment on this video. But in the meantime, make sure you visit us at TCE Now. Again, TCE Now, you can find everything about the career engineer to connect with us and be a part of all that we're doing. We want to make sure too that we're on the IG, we're on Twitter at Career Engineer everywhere. And of course, don't forget us at Don't Get Anxious. I mean, can you get a better Facebook page than that? Facebook.com. Don't get anxious. And if you're in the market for a job opportunity, not only should you look at all the other places that have been beneficial with the right job leads for you, but do check out our jobs.tcenow.com. Those are jobs that are posted daily, every single day. Like whatever opened up today is posted. Use your filters, use your vetting to look at the jobs in your zip code. And I can't be your career engineer if I don't tell you to get our TCE weekly updates coming out 9:05 on Friday, loaded with career tips and tricks. Hit it up at subscribe.tcenow.com, subscribe.tcenow.com. And hey, the summit is coming. Get your tickets at tcesummit.com. That's what's up. So listen, we need to talk about the election and what folks are doing to make a difference in that space. So one of the first things that I believe is very important out there, if you want to win your elections, right? You give them saying your job selection so you can do the things you need to do, is make sure you are the best candidate out there. That's one thing I have to give the props to all the folks that's running. You're going to do everything you can to make sure you're the best. You're the best, that you really outdo the other guy or gal. And what is it that we're looking for? Folks, I mean, the knowledge. How is your knowledge like supersized? Are you the best in class when it comes to knowledge in the industry or the field? Are you the best in class when it comes to skill? How about your abilities, right? Your abilities. So those knowledge, skills, and abilities, very important, because you've got to be the best in class of the candidate out there. But there's a piece that folks often forget that's very important in the job search world: likability factor. I mean, are you likable? Do people like you? I mean, how's your attitude? Do you smile? Do you walk in the office with a, just sour puss kind of thing going on? So not only is knowledge, skills, and abilities important to win your election to get hired, but the likability factor. So don't ever forget that. There's some other things I want to get to as well. What else do we need to do to have to win the vote to get hired in our career and our businesses? Simple. Do you have great answers to tough questions? I mean, the tough ones, not the easy ones that you practice with your friends. I mean, the tough ones. Why should I hire you? What are you going to bring to the table? Tell me about your past performance. That's how it's going to help me to make money. You got 30 seconds or less. Convince me you're the one for the job. I mean, how do you handle tough questions? Hey, I see a gap in your history. Ooh, I see this. Oops, or red flag here. How do you handle that? How do you respond to that? Please don't wing it at an interview. Dangerous to wing it at an interview. So practice. If you've got some bloopers or red flags or things you need to deal with, gaps in work history, gaps in performance. Maybe you weren't the best in class, but you're trying to get there. Figure out how you are going to answer tough questions and have the great answers to those. That is very, very important. Another thing that I think we all know a whole lot about right now, I mean, with brand management and reputation management, is guess what? Your record needs to speak for you. This is where my three pieces come into the place. I mean, I said knowledge, skill, and ability earlier, because that's what's important for folks to be the best candidate. But there's some other things too when it comes to reputation. I mean, what does your record say? I mean, reputation does matter, right? So what does your record say about you? Those are the things in your past. What do they say about you today? What was your performance like? How about your accomplishments? How about your leadership? Those are the TCE PALs, PAL, performance, accomplishments, and leadership. they kind of go hand in hand with knowledge, skills, and abilities, okay? But your pals help people to see what you've done before, what you can do now, and how it can impact you in the future, right? So recommendations and your reputation matters. And for those of us who are online, which you should be in professional spaces and places, you're on LinkedIn and you don't have any recommendations, how about ask for one? You'd be surprised. If you ask, most times you get. So endorsements, recommendations, and references, ask the folks who can speak to your pals so it can help you to cast your vote for your next, right? Very important. Reputation really matters. I said on television this morning that, a reputation can outweigh a resume any day. Any day. I mean, for real, your reputation, what people say about you and what you have done in the past, and your performance, accomplishment, leadership, and character and likability, that can outweigh a resume any day. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Another thing that I think we want folks to have, let me try to think. I think one part, which is, it's nothing we can really do about it, but we have to keep the thing on, the waiting is pretty much the hardest part. I mean, I'm sure between today, when I'm doing this video, here in this amazing 2020, what's going to happen November, tomorrow, through the week. But even with you're putting out resumes, maybe you're getting interviews and meetings, maybe you're having the first interview, maybe you're having the second interview. And the waiting, the waiting is definitely the hardest part. I mean, this is real. So what do you do while you wait? Well, you keep working at it, okay? You stick with it. If your plan is working, is whatever you're doing, getting you the meetings or the interviews in the right industries and the right spaces. We're talking not just money. I know everybody's all about the money, but also the working conditions. Can it sync with your life? I mean, is it an environment that's conducive to the way you're put together? I mean, those kind of things. Yes, your knowledge, your skills, abilities, of course, your performance, accomplishment, and leadership, but does it fit you? Is it a goodness of fit? That's important too. So if your strategy is working and you're getting those, keep it up, take it up a notch. I mean, shift gears with it. If you're giving 100%, do 125. I mean, do what you have to do to make a difference to get hired. Keep pushing and pressing until you hear the word you're hired. And I'll even go a step farther. I often say, until you're sitting in the chair that day at the place that you're hired. So those are some things that you can do to help you cast your vote, so that they can, you're putting yourself out there to get voted, but so that the employer can vote for you. That's how it's done today. So listen, thank you for watching us. Remember, you can catch us TCE Now right there, everywhere. And don't forget to check out all our stuff. And again, the summit is coming. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great day. It's coming it's coming January 2nd. Got a lot on my mind, guys. January 2nd. Next year, 2021. So get your tickets, very affordably priced. You can use promo code 4NEXT to save even deeper discounts. And we have, it's going to be a great time, totally online, but in TCE style. It's going to be high tech and high touch. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you ever have any questions, you can always leave it on the thread of this particular video. If you're not subscribing to our YouTube or any of the pages or the platforms that we're at, follow us so you can get weekly content sharing real stuff to help you get to the next. Remember, don't get anxious, get prepared. That's what we're all about here in the TC world. You have a great week, stay safe, and we'll catch you next time. Yeah, I'm still here. I just want to see what will happen. I want to know if somebody's going to say something. Yeah, I'm still here. This is the part where live is real. So you guys have a blessed one. We'll catch you next.